waitresses have arrived behind stage, giggles and all.
Anonymous.
What? I ain't never heard of nobody named Anonymous. Have you, Sister Viola? Can't rightly recall. There was that one fellow that you dated and they called him what was that they called him? An anarchist. But I don't think it's the same thing.
Of course they ain't. Anonymous means they don't sign their cotton picking name.
Well, at least you know he was a cotton picker. What's it say?
There's a curse on this here place.
Clakerville Manor is cursed? What? I ain't never heard of such nonsense. What was that? A ghost? A ghost with a head cold? It can't have no head cold. It ain't got a head.
Confound it, Doc. You gotta make so much racket all the time.
Sorry. This your glass of gold I got. We thought you were a ghost. Feel like one. Mr. Clakerville was just telling us how Clakerville Manor is cursed. Charles, you know all that stuff ain't good for your heart.
How can I help it? Every fact in this letter's right as rain, and nobody's supposed to know about this here stuff except for the Clakervilles.
You mean it's all about Hugo Clakerville and how he wanted this parcel of land, even though it belonged to Widow McBee, and how she had a big, glorious hound dog that was her best friend, and how Hugo Clakerville accused Widow McBee of witchcraft, and had her hanged just so he could get his hands on the land? Just when they put the rope around her neck, she said the hound would haunt the Clakervilles forever.
Who's this big mouth who blew out the entire thing?
Everybody knows the story.
It was a family secret, for crying out loud. It must have been that loud-mouthed daughter-in-law of mine. She and them three young gophers would blab anything.
No sense of family pride.
You said a mouthful, you know, till my poor old son died. That woman would have nothing to do with us here in Clakerville. I never laid eyes on the woman until her cash flow petered out.
Charlie, you ought to sit back and count your money instead of worrying about the blame fool curse.
But who sent me this, and why?
Charlie, that old tigger of yours has got enough to worry about on top of all those hog gels and grits you've been cleaning these past 80 years. Relax, and maybe you'll live another 80.
Beware, Charlie Clakerville!
Granny, what tarnation you doing here?
The curse is nigh.
We don't need no witch woman on a night like tonight. Yeah, why don't you go to your shack on that broom?
Wait, what about the curse? Beware, Charlie Clakerville. I saw a hound in a nightmare. Its teeth bare, glowing in the dark. Its eyes made of fire, its fur made of flames. It's coming for you, it's a-coming.
Go on, kid.
You're a man of science, Doc. Tell him the truth.
The truth is, Granny, you're Coco!
Beware, Charlie Clakerville, the hound is coming.
Thanks for the visit, Granny. Charlie's got enough to worry about without hearing from the likes of you.
Run, save yourself, leave Clakerville Manor. Leave Clakerville Manor. This place is mine. Nobody can take it away from me, especially no hound dog.
That's the spirit. Charlie, you gotta rest.
I ain't tired. Got me a hot date tonight and something to do beforehand.
A hot date? Think of your heart, man!
That's exactly what I am thinking of. Now go on, all of you, get.
Mr. Clakerville, be careful.
I don't got nothing to worry about with big work here in my hand.
Charlie, with your eyesight,
Go on and get, Doc. I don't want to hear another word about how I'm
I'm
falling.
just thinking in your best interest.
Leaving me in peace is what's best. Curse, Bertha?
for in the news daily? You can't be sure. He's just so dreamy. Imagine us riding on a train with him. It ain't him. He's coming from New York, ain't he? So are we. And he's headed to New Orleans. Oh, Millie, you are silly.
I say, Holmes,
What's that on that?
your reputation precedes you.
It's those blasted stories you've been writing about me.
Blasted web Holmes. They've obviously made you a celebrity. Even silly teenagers who are gawking at the sight of you.
I hardly find that flattering.
I can see that, old chap.
Really, Watson, there comes a certain notoriety that comes with solving possible criminal cases. Oh dear, I'm afraid you're under attack.
Excuse me?
Yes, my dear. God, you talk funny. So do you.
We don't care about you anyway.
Oh, well, why should you? I'm just a second fiddle. I'm so happy in the ship to stand.
Really, Watson? What can we do for you, ladies?
You're him, ain't ya?
I'm afraid you've caught me.
I told you.
I don't know. Look at this nose. And these eyes. That ain't the right shade of green. This is supposed to be Cali green. These are more on the moldy side.
I assure you, miss, I am he.
Then prove it.
Alright then. You girls come from the small town of Road Junction, approximately 100 miles south of China. You have a receipt from Roach Pharmacy hanging out your purse. Been on a recent holiday to New York, paid to you by your uncle. Fred cuffs on the coat attesting that. But you've been a favorite of your uncle's for some time. When you turned 16, he bought you a room at the St. Regis. Yes, he wanted you there because it was named after a saint. Your window shopping ate macaroni and cheese at Delmonico's. Before a bit of it still remains on your coat. I can tell by the special cheese they use in their sauce. You are a student in Roach High School. Your favorite subject is elocution. I can tell by the muscles in your neck and jaw.
What's he talking about?
I don't know.
I'm proving I'm he.
Just show us your right hook. His right hook?
It's what you're famous for.
Ladies, this is Sherlock Holmes, the world famous detective.
You mean you ain't not Charlie the boxer?
A pugilist?
I don't care what religion you are.
I told you he wasn't nobody.
And here I thought you were a famous prize fighter. Of all the nerve.
Really, miss?
It's nothing. How'd you know all them things about it? You're a spy, that's what you are. Oh, thank you to leave us alone. Of all the nerve. We better go, Tilly. Find another car.
And don't you be born and try to follow us.
Of all the nerve. Trying to convince us he was not Tully.
Watson, do you think all Americans act that strange?
Clakerville, 10 minutes. Clakerville next. Clakerville, 10 minutes. Clakerville? What a name.
A recent occurrence at Clakerville?
How do you know that, man?
The payroll chap.
Brilliant, Holmes.
He is the richest chap in town that have thrice recently.
And that ain't the least of it, Mr. Holmes. You is Sherlock Holmes, ain't ya?
I sure is. And
My name is Daisy Ray McCrae.
How did you know Sherlock Holmes would be on this train?
Oh, we'll call that real nice landlady of yours, Mrs. Bunsen.
Hudson, as in the river.
Didn't sound like she was in no river.
Would you like to sit down, Miss McRae?
Call me days, and I wouldn't run mess my pookies a bit.
Watson.
I don't know what a pookie is either.
Watson, give the lady your seat.
But where do I sit?
Why anywhere, old play?
Well, of all the nerve. Americans.
Sit, Miss McRae. And don't mind old sourpuss. He'll pout for a while, and then he'll be fine.
I don't pout.
You wish to see me about the currents at Clakerville?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, I'm scared something terrible.
The paper said Charlie Clakerville died from natural causes.
If you call a curse natural causes,
A curse?
curse of the Clackervilles. A mad dog roams the swamp, killing all the male heirs to the Clackerville money in revenge for Hugo Clackerville getting Wyndham with being strung up as a witch just so he could get her land.
So the Hound caused Charlie Clakerville to have a heart attack.
Sure as we're sitting here,
But there's more to it than that, isn't there?
it's Hank Bob.
Hank Bob.
Hank Bob Clackerville, the handsomest, smartest, nicest fella ever laid your moldy green eyes on.
Hank Bob is related to Charlie Clakerville
His grandson.
and the last male heir to the Clakerville fortune.
I don't care a lick about money. I'm just worried Hank Bob's life Oh, well, Brandy the witch keeps warning him about some curse.
Which really, Holmes?
Oh, no, she ain't no real witch, but she can make any kind of herbs you want out of herbs and stuff.
Psychic.
Probably. Anyhow, Hank Bob's got a couple of amphibious notes.
They came by land and sea?
No, they didn't have no name on them, and they said Hank Bob better beware the Hound.
Curious.
I heard you was gonna pass right through Clakerville, so I got on the train at Stocksville to beg you to get off at Clakerville and take the case.
Holmes has important speech to give in New Orleans.
That's not until Tuesday, Watson.
I'll give you every cent I got.
Holmes, it looks like a fortune.
It is. Confederate bills.
Daddy didn't take too kindly to anything about the Yankees, not even their money.
Holmes, you said we could get to New Orleans, and you promised we could sample the baguettes, and cafe au lait, and pralines, and eggs Benedict.
Oh, don't you worry none about that tummy of yours. My mom can whip up the best chitlins and hot jowls this side of the Mississippi. Please, Mr. Holmes, will you take the case?
Clakerville, all out for Clakerville. Clakerville, all out for Clakerville. Holmes, what are you doing?
Come, Watson, and bring your notebook. I have a feeling this will be a very interesting case.
I don't know how I'll ever thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Really, Holmes? Are you gonna let a pretty little girl lure you if you knows what kind of bad accommodations and food they've got feeding here?
Betcha.
Holmes, I am not coming. I am staying right here and going to New Orleans. Holmes? Holmes, wait for me.
Well, Mont Clakerville, I think the Clakerville man only be just the place for this Lady Hawkins dance.
You do, huh?
What do you think, ladies?
Well, it sure is big enough. Yeah, we can turkey trot around here like nobody's business.
And the kitchen's right fine for cooking up the goodies. You're again over, Mont Clakerville. We'll be over tomorrow to decorate and set everything up.
Is it safe to come down now? Sure, Rover don't need much. It sure is well done before tomorrow.
And keep him out of the kitchen.
You won't see hide nor hair of him.
Gracious, what's that?
Absolutely nothing. You ladies don't want to buy your streamers and whatnot. I'll make sure this place is better than the inside of a milk can. Bye now.
Sue! Lou, get in here!
What you want, Mom? Them Terminators get here yet?
Ain't seen them.
I don't know why I'm talking the place is terminated all the time.
Because we're having the John Daniel Sadie Hawkins dance jam tomorrow night. That's why!
Sadie Hawkins
Here, right here.
You hardo here and all of a sudden dressed dumb. We need them. Cockroach marched in here, bold as brass and big as St. Bernard while the dance committee was here.
What you do, Mom?
Old moving yellow pep roasting.
Mom!
Just let me know when them Terminators get here. They're coming all the way from Capital City.
Well, howdy, Mont Clakerville. Sue, Lou. This is Mr. Holmes and Dr. Woodson.
Howdy, your stuff tastes right. Well, I'll be a second too early. Where's all your stuff? A second too early for what?
What's up, madam?
Madam? Huh. Ain't nobody call me Madam Set Streetcar rode over my foot in Capital City. What do you mean? What stuff? You gonna kill those little buggers with your bare hand? I warned you, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Hold on, Daisy Ray. Come on, Clakerville knows who we are, don't you?
Sure do. You're from Dennis Cornell Exterminator. Exterminators?
Don't mind Watson. He's still surprised he satisfies so many people in so many ways.
Yeah, fried on the roast. Well, you won't be disappointed here. We got cockroaches, big as dogs, and plenty of them. So just get out your fancy nuts and get to work!
Could you show us our rooms first?
Room 6 on stand.
It's at least a 2-3 day job.
How do you do it? Sit by the basement with a shotgun?
How do we do it, Holmes?
Elementary, my dear Watson. Simply set traps.
Mr. Holmes, I never thought of getting you involved in.
Daisy Ray here wants us to clean out her place when we get down here.
You got cockroaches over to the gray place.
Figured cockroaches wouldn't never want to settle so much of that sister of yours.
That's enough, Blue Bob! Now it's just a bit high strung.
We'll be at your place the second we clean the last pest out of Clakerville Manor. Now I'm off after this. Could you show us our rooms?
I must protest, Holmes.
Watson, you're such a fighty Betty.
Fighty?
Now don't go pouty.
I don't pout. You lot! Brunhilde, get in here! You screamed, Mom Clakerville?
How's that? What there is of it?
Best you'll get for what you pay the sheep. Charlie goes to a couple rooms upstairs. They're the exterminators. That time, one of them thinks ate my favorite pair of bedroom slippers last night. Hey, your slippers, Holmes!
Come along, Watson.
Yeah, just follow us. We'll find you something with clean sheets. Hank Bob around, Mom?
Ain't seen him all day.
He said he was gonna be.
That boy changed his mind a lot. They grade you. Better get used to it. Yeah, nothing's permanent as far as he's concerned.
Especially when it comes to women.
What you're talking about? Just don't get yourself too attached, Billy. Fickle as a fidgety Billy. You're brought it home back to somebody's stable. Dang, burn it.
Hey, Bob!
Ignorant.
Wonder if they like each other.
Your mom said you was out.
Out back, looking for my boots. Can you believe it? One boot missing since this morning.
Where'd you find the other one?
Right on my foot.
You sleep with your boots on?
Don't everybody?
Who'd want to take one of your boots?
Yeah, the diapers and gowns.
Go on, Hank Bob will help you find it.
I was just taking a look at the pantry. I hang it up with the hands and stuff.
Don't you go let Yule cook up one of your boots for supper. What's she doing here anyhow?
You know how she's in love with Hank Bob.
What are the others doing here?
The Terminators?
I ain't so sure there's Terminators at all. What do you think that is, Mom? I think they're spies for a restaurant in Capital City.
You mean the one who wanted to buy your recipe for hot dogs and grits?
But you wouldn't sell it for $10?
That's the one.
I think they sent those two guys down here just to steal.
Too bad there ain't nothing to steal.
What do you mean nothing to steal? Well, it's up in your head, Mom. Nothing to steal! Well, it's up in your head, Mom. Not sure nothing to steal. Who are you calling? Mom, this is Mom Clakerville calling. Got a job for you. I know you're retired, but this is a special job. Consider it a favor to me. You and Harry get over here right away.
What'd you call Mama and Hari for?
They hold spies, ain't they? So you got the spies, finding the spies?
You can't just go break it in.
Hush up, Sharon. She told you to hush up, jeez. You can't at a rendezvous the night he died. A rendezvous? Exactly. What's a rendezvous?
Well, it's kind of like when you get hired.
It ain't neither. It's a meeting. You're supposed to meet me in the back of the BB Bar and Grill. For shame, Sadie Blue. And that poor old man's that spider of yours. We was friends, that's all. Charlie's just like an uncle to me.
A mighty rich uncle.
I don't care about money. Got plenty of my own.
That's so Miss Blue getting it from Charlie.
Not one red cent. Then what you doing here? I come to find out what happened to Charlie. I couldn't live thinking he dropped me like a hot potato.
Well, poor Charlie just up and died.
That ain't what folks are saying. What is folks saying? The Hound got him. The Hound of the Clakervilles.
Well, now, Beulah and Brunhilde did swear to stack of Burpee seed catalogs that they seen a big hound, his teeth glowing in the dark, slobbering over poor old Charlie.
And the dog never took no bite or nothing.
Cletus, you gotta go back to more of that sensitivity training.
Ain't that a surprise?
Well, now, Miss Blue, poor Charlie met his peaceful end as a body might.
But you said you was gonna meet him at the Bijou Bar and Grill? I got a vision of him that afternoon. Ain't that interesting? It's upside down!
Give me that, you know you can't read. Lovey.
Lovey?
Change my mind. Let's meet at your place, Charlie C.
Lovey?
ain't found no will yet.
And if there ain't no will, it all goes to his next of kin, which is me. Goodbye.
There's something mighty fishy going on there, Sheriff. I do mind telling you. Something's fishy in Clakerville.
Don't you pay her no mind, Sheriff. That's just a real case of sour grapes.
Well, ma'am, she insisted on coming over.
You need anything else? Just call.
Thought we'd wait till the law's gone.
Don't waste their time too well.
Mama, hurry. He was right on time. Thanks to the necklace.
These spies you don't tell us about?
Spies? I don't see no spies. Do you, Cousin Ethel? How about you, Cousin Esther? You two, go on and get! I gotta talk to Cousin Ethel. Cousin Ethel, in private.
We always have to start on the good side.
So what's up, Ma?
Got someone you want us to keep an eye on?
Sure do. Couple of exterminators just got here to check out some of the bugs we've been having. Stop by for a visit.
So?
So I don't think they're terminators at all!
Who do you think they is?
I think they're spies from a big food company in Chicago. Big food company? What they be looking for down here? Oh, the princess! What?
Your secret recipe?
It could make him a fortune. How come you suspect him? Your nice clothes, your nice smiles, your nice manners, real nice gents. Too nice.
Ain't no such thing as a gent that's too nice.
Yeah, I don't see many gents down here. I don't care what happens to him. I just don't want my recipe getting swiped.
So what's in it for us?
Girls, I won't leave you out in the cold.
Don't know. Been chilling here right now.
Charlie left us everything, you know.
Is that why you bumped him off?
You know I wouldn't do anything like that to my poor beloved Pamela.
Besides, heard the Hound in it.
Yeah, the place is really haunted, huh?
Stick around for yourself. See for yourself. Big Sadie on can dance here tomorrow night. And you'll need to keep an eye on city slickers to see if there really is a Hound or not.
Let's talk cash.
200 each.
300.
250, that's for Tom.
Really, Holmes? There's springs popping through my mattress.
Quit your belly aching! You only get springs with the deluxe room. Boys, come on over, meet my cousin. Ethel. Hi, and Esther.
Shucks, don't you talk real funny.
I kinda like to look at this one.
What do you mean?
Oh, cousin Esther's man crazy. Eats them up like candy. How many husbands you had, Esther? 12. And even a dozen.
But I want to break Cousin Ethel's record.
Holmes! Is that your name, Mr. Holmes?
Precisely.
Oh, I'd like to tell that.
Oh, cozy, homey, like you and me, fire, big growing fire.
Preferably a volcanic eruption in which we both perish.
Shucks, don't you know a lot of big words?
Yes, I'm afraid communication between the two of us will be impossible.
Shucks, who needs words?
What's
This
this?
was your idea. I can show you just what I mean, big boy.
Aha! A cockroach! Come, Watson, we must pursue it without delay.
I'm right behind you, Holmes.
Stick 'em down, stick 'em!
Mr. Holmes, I'd love to see that big, mean cockroach. I'm coming, please, I'm coming.
We know you got big out houses in Clakerville. The whole town knows you because the entire population of Clakerville in the ladies' room itself. But we're still worried. Cake and punch go right here on Old Charlie's desk. Then there's room over here for the music, and you can do what you like with the decorations.
Most time, Clakerville Manor would be just a fine place to have the dance.
And it's gonna be real fun this year! Couldn't we just forget we made a deal? Don't understand why. You stood here yesterday and told me this place was just right. What folks is real concerned about? About what? The Hound! What Hound?
Oh!
That Hound! Oh, that's just Daisy Ray's Hound over at her place. We don't keep them because Charlie gave up on so long ago. You really don't got no hounds around? Cross my heart and hope to turn into Alpha with my tail line.
Beware! You're the hound, hound of death.
Always kidding nature, Granny now. Go on and kick. Granny, are you saying there is a hound?
I've seen it stalking things in the swamp at night. Big as a horse, its eyes glow red.
gracious. Let's get out of here.
I agree, we can't lure and expect the folks at Clakerville Manor just to have the hound pick their own.
I ain't letting you back out of the deal. You still have to pay me.
Please, Mom Clakerville, you're endangering everyone.
Oh no, the danger rests on one alone.
And who'd be that?
Hey, Mom, what do you think of my new cologne?
What's cologne?
Just your stuff, perhaps. It doesn't smell like a cooker.
Well, I think, well, ain't enough you gotta be the best looking fella in town. Now you're the best smelling one, too.
That's hard to love you, son.
Think Daisy Ray will go through?
Oh, son, I do wish you and Daisy Ray would reach your apartment.
Well, I love Daisy Ray. I'm gonna marry her.
Beware the curse, Hank Bob Clakerville. Beware the curse of the Clakerville.
Sure will, Granny. I'm taking Daisy Ray down to the general store so she can buy some ribbon and iron her hair for Sadie Hawkins next tomorrow.
Your last night on this earth.
Sure, Granny. Anything you say.
Remember the curse, Hank Bob.
See?
Words are wasted on the
I just don't know. So what do you think?
Well, it is the biggest place around. Come on outside and I'll show you where we can sell the volleyball. Volleyball?
You hold secrets dark and true. Somewhere within your bricks a clue. Waiting for that razor sharp eye. Or someone else will surely die.
Gracious, Holmes, she's talking to a fireplace.
She's a psychic.
Who isn't in this nut house?
Beware the curse.
Wait, I'd like to talk to you.
That granny gal's gonna ruin everything. Yeah, she'll scare everyone away from the dance. No, we'll never get her collections on those two real flying jets. We've got to stop her. Yeah, I think she's gonna get a little tied up real soon. But first we gotta find her. Let's go. There's a train leaving in an hour, old chap.
But this case is far too interesting to just abandon.
This case, it's like the Titanic, Holmes. It's going down.
Then leave Watson, I can manage.
I think you've bitten off more than you can chew. Some crazy old lady squawking about some idiotic curse.
She isn't so crazy. Look at this.
Can't use Bijou. Meet at Clack 10. That doesn't make any sense.
But it does. Help me, young man. Granny said something about a fireplace within the bricks. Something about a brick. Perhaps there's a loose one or something.
You're giving yourself over to these idiotic notions, Holmes. This fireplace is built to last, not fall apart.
Well, except for this one.
Well, what is it? What have you found?
What have you found, you mean?
Well, what have I found?
Charlie Clakerville's will. We must hide before anyone sees us.
Hound. Are you here, Hound? I've got something for you. How about a nice juicy milk bone?
Come on, Granny! We're taking you to see the Hound! That way won't make no more trouble, Ma Clakerville! Or us! Can you see the size of that cockroach, Holmes? Oh, Holmes, we still have 50 minutes to get to the train.
But we can't leave with a clear conscience.
So we have muddy consciences. At least we have our sanity. How much longer can this go on? As long as it has to, sister. Now go fetch that other boot. None of our business.
Oh, sit down. Read a book. Relax.
How can I read a book in this dump? The lights don't even work. Holmes!
What have you found?
It seems to be a secret passageway.
Shall we?
Couldn't be any worse than it is out here. I take that back! You just gave me a little secret, you nosy little boy!
Imagine that though. We didn't know you'd be in there.
Then what were you up to?
We were exterminating.
Yeah, the bugs, gotta get 'em where they live.
You know something, Sugar? I don't believe a word of that.
You know?
Nope, I think you're lying like a dead horse.
Then what were we doing in there?
Looking for us? Now, why would we be looking for you? We know you two just want us to ask you to St. Hawkins dance tomorrow night, don't you?
I don't think we're going to be here.
What? Yeah, that's right. We're catching a train on tomorrow night. These fellas ain't too bright.
And what? May I ask what's so funny?
There ain't no train tomorrow. Next one goes out Sunday. Holmes!
Now, Watson.
So it looks like we got a date.
Oh, please, Cousin Esther. I don't know how to dance.
That's a good one, Watson. Neither do I, Cousin Ethel.
Don't matter. You can learn how to dance and hold down lickety-split.
We can.
Hey, we do a big round ass.
Vanishing cream?
No, fellas should take this St. Hawkins dance.
We was just standing there.
Watching the paint in the barns, right?
And these two gals came up behind us.
So no surprise here.
So what are you gonna do to us? We're gonna teach you how to dance.
You is? It's just doing what comes natural.
You'll excuse me?
You ain't going no place, Buster. You gotta learn what comes natural too. You gonna make these fast to dance, Cousin Ethel? Why not? They're breathing, ain't they?
Well then, first thing we need is music, and I've got some right here.
Come on, you two sticks. Beware the hound. Never was I more thankful to see a ghost. Beware the hound. The hound comes. The hound is coming.
Watson, wake up, hurry.
I thought I saw a ghost.
You did, and we gotta find her right now.
Sure is right nice of you to make a cake for Sadie Hawkins dance, Millie.
Oh, Hank Bob, it's the least I can do.
Got yourself a date yet?
No, I'm not really the dancing type.
You don't want to come kick up your heels now?
No, I think I'll let you younger folks have the dance floor. Shall I put the cake in the kitchen?
Sure.
You know, Hank, we've been seeing each other for a long time now.
3 whole weeks.
And I don't like it when we ain't together.
Me neither, Sugar Plum.
I never want to get parted from you, Hank Bob.
Gosh, Daisy, you know what you're saying?
I guess I do. You give me the goosebumps all over.
Well, I got a confession to make too.
What's that?
You give me the goosebumps too.
We gotta do something about it. Our goosebumps, I mean. Get down on your knees, Hank Bob.
Do I gotta?
I think so. Now take my hand and say something sweet.
Candy?
About me!
Daisy, you're the sun in my sky, the bluebird in my tree, the cream in my coffee, the jowls in my grits.
Will you marry me?
Will you?
Well, go on!
You asked me to marry you.
I was just giving you what to say to me.
Daisy, you don't need to give me the word. I'll marry you. I love you more than anything. Just do that. Get rid of that dang bird hound dog.
Hank Bob, don't go out there alone. Hank Bob, Hank Bob.
Why, she can't marry Hank Bob.
It ain't fair.
Don't worry, girls. We ain't gonna let her get away with this.
Rudy, get in here. Brunhilde.
Space is mainly. Hashtag do a two-step.
Looks like they forgot what we taught him.
We ain't never gonna forget what you taught us.
My feet are so swollen. I went from a size 9 to a size 13.
Well, you two boys are so cute. We can say ready dance that way.
You know something, Mickey?
What's that, Willie?
Do you feel like you've been hogtied?
Oink, oink.
Well, you two boys head back to your stop. You can show up here bright and bushy at 7 sharp. That's when the real one's gonna commence.
Bye, boys. Really, Mickey, what are you doing here?
Really, you wish to get right on home and the dance for all of us. Look at them boys live. Like somebody crushed all their toes.
one of those. How about using this desk here?
Why not? Ain't nobody in the stand ever used that, so don't use the Clakerville, kick the bucket, and why is that? Ain't nobody in the stand ever learned to write after that.
Ladies, I think you made a mistake. But the square feet are just right here.
Well, with the Hound out there and the idiots in here, who cares about square feet?
Clakerville, what are you gonna do? Steal old men's wallets? Why, Bob Clakerville, you take that back. I won't use like those last because you're not happy long. Only happy if you're happy long, not what's from me. You pooped him out, you Lucy, I'm the star of a musical stage. Musical stage? Ha! You couldn't carry a tune up and someone strapped it to your back. Bob Clakerville. What are you thinking about this bluesy to sing it today? You don't play no better than you can sing. Let me at her. Let me at her.
You told Miss Blue, we'll go try and talk some sense into Mom.
All talk and sense, do it with an axe. Let me go.
You promise you won't try to do anything, like, rash?
Scout, honor.
I think we better do what Gabby says.
Promise. Besides, you have family and you'll have no way to sing tonight at your dance.
Well, if it really is in Scout's honor.
Swear it on my merit badges, all 23 of them.
You have 23 merit badges?
Yep, and my favorite one for lying.
Go on, there ain't one for lying.
And I ain't never been no scout. Poor Charlie, who could have done this to you?
Poor Holmes. Who could have done this to you? Oh, hello there. You knew Charlie Clakerville, didn't you? My friend and I are trying to find out what happened to him.
Yeah, how come?
You aren't in Clakerville, are you?
Name's Blue. Save Blue.
I am Dr. Watson, and my friend here's Mr. Holmes.
No.
Doesn't that name mean anything to you?
Other than the fact that the dumbest name I've ever heard. Nope.
Sherlock Holmes is a world-famous detective, hired by who should remain anonymous to find out what really happened to Charlie Clakerville.
All I can say is he never kept his appointment with me. I got this message the night he died.
Strange, very strange indeed.
Why is that?
Holmes found a fragment of paper in the fireplace. The words they distinguishable were, let me think. Oh yes, can't use Bijou, meet at Clack 10. Does that mean anything to you?
Well, Charlie and me always met at the Bijou after my last number. Sounds like
You sent him a note and you meet him here.
one thing wrong with that idea. I never sent him no note. I waited at the Bijou bar and girl for Charlie to show up, but he never did.
Hear that, Holmes? That explains it.
Why do you keep talking that thing on your belt?
Well, you see, my partner's in here.
What?
Something terrible happened to him.
Like what? Let me meet this Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, really, Miss Blue? That wouldn't be such a good idea. Sure I could find my boots. It's gonna be mighty hard dancing barefoot tonight.
Beware, Hank Bob Clakerville, you're next.
What?
Don't you understand? The Hound will get you.
Go on, Granny. There ain't no Hound in Clakerville that don't take a liking to me.
Beware before it's too late.
There she is! Grab her, Hank Bob!
Don't let your time to cut!
If you had tied her up right the first time, she wouldn't be running around causing even more trouble. That singing bluesy gone.
Ain't nobody here but us spies.
So there must be a...
What'd you do to this here fella?
Poor man looks like it's that blame hound. There ain't no hound. Is there, Mom?
Oh!
There's a hound. I'm the Easter Bunny. Come on, Clakerville, you better start dying eggs.
We're here, Holmes.
You had a shake, Dr. Watson, or did you just take to be a long way around the spot?
I happen to be running for two, if you must know. Well, say, Doc, since we get this mess cleaned up, we'll have a baby shower.
Oh, stop it! How can you stand around here when there's a poor man lying there?
Gracious, Holmes, you should see this poor fellow.
Maybe we ought to start by asking who he is. Ain't he wearing your boots, Hank Bob?
Surely is. How'd he get him?
They the boxes you carried down to the swamp earlier. We didn't carry any boxes down here. Yeah, well, we saw you.
What are those?
They look just like what you were carrying.
me. Now let me tell you.
Oh dear, this is getting more horrible by the second.
Why don't you go home, Nellie? You need some rest.
It's such a long way by myself.
I'll walk with you, Nellie, if you don't mind.
Oh, bless you, Well, bless you.
Will Beulah? Oh, my Clakerville. We were just trying to help.
My dad's called you two and I can check with that's how you know.
Who is this poor fellow?
It's our brother, Buddy.
It's Buddy Barrymore, Holmes.
He was a stand-up comic. Oh, and how he was good. He had a gig down at the Comedy Warehouse. Buddy's boss fired him. Buddy didn't have no place to go. He came up here looking for a room. The best we could do was tell him to hide out in the swamp. We'd see that he got food and blankets. We scrounged enough money to buy him a bus ticket to Chicago. We were just bringing in the tickets and some traveling gear. Like Hank Bob's new boots. Well, he had to look good, didn't he? We couldn't send him up there and having him telling his jokes from beat up old sneakers, could we? But somebody had the last laugh. And it's gonna be me! Get back to the house and pack your things! No, Ma Clakerville, no. We've been here since we were knee-high to a bean plant. You're fired. Go on and get it. Yeah, Sue Bob and Lou Bob can clean up after the dance.
Oh, let us stay, Mom.
All they did was take some old junk.
All right, you can stay till tomorrow.
Right now we gotta notify the sheriff.
Maybe look for clues.
Like this handkerchief marked S.H.? S.H.? Sherlock Holmes? That's probably not a clue to something the Barrymore sisters brought up here.
What's that on the ridge?
I saw something move.
It could be the Hound, or it could be the killer, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Get out of here! I'm talking about none other than Miss Sadie Blue of the I was strolling through the park one day in the merry, merry month of May. When I was taken by surprise. Now you get away, you hear? You want to shoot us, Sadie? Right, and I'll rip your liver out. It's Carmichael. All the sacrifices we stars have to make. Sadie. Where's she? Where's she?
My Daisy Ray, honey. I do believe Hank and Harmonia went out that way. Schoolmarm, she said. Oh, Daisy, can men be such fools?
I live by live.
Beware the Hound, tonight he'll claim his own.
And let me at that dang bird hound dog too. I'll cut out with one good slice and a jumper.
You're no match for the Hound.
Look at our poor brother. Poor Buddy. Poor baby Buddy.
Don't nobody worry, now Deputy Carbuncle and I are fully loaded.
What?
With the ammo, that is.
Watch that now the kingdom come. I just want the school card.
I warned you, Daisy Ray.
Get lost, Granny.
Why? It's a public dance, ain't it?
You ain't got a ticket.
Sure do, right here. Even us psychics can kick up our heels once in a while.
I beg your word.
Watson,
You know me?
I ought to.
Holmes!
Holmes? Sorry about the benching, good boy.
Leaving me to the likes of them?
I'm sure you would have handled them better than I would.
Well, I do have a way with women. Well, why did you run out like that?
2 reasons. First, I needed more information on the platform. It seemed imperative that I find out the family background. And second, I wanted the killer to let his plan reach maturity.
Unfortunately, there's been another murder.
I know, I tried to prevent it, but I was too late.
It was you moving around when Buddy Barrymore's body was discovered.
It was. Fortunately, Doc can't move as quickly as Sherlock Holmes.
But what have you found out?
Look what we lost, though.
A couple of foreigners.
I like foreigners.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Then perhaps you'd like to dance.
You made it?
No tricks.
No tricks.
home run with me.
You sure got the men that let eyes on you. Think you're the only gal for me.
I wish I could believe it.
Then marry me, right here, right now.
What?
I mean it, Desiree. I love you more than anything. What do you say?
I do. Yeah, we're going. You got a honey nature man. And she don't even have a bouquet. As for you, Desiree, I want you off this property promptina. Mom, Clakerville, ain't that a bit inhospitable? Take this sister of yours, too.
Mom, you can't treat the girl I love that way. You never even said why you don't like her.
Look at that, Mom. Did you ever think you see today? Your old flesh and blood turning against you.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is not altogether true.
Who are you, stranger?
Yeah, we don't like no party crashers.
Especially when you think they know something.
I am none other than Sherlock Holmes.
The Terminator. Holmes is no exterminator. Ain't no surprise in that. But if you think I'm paying you one redhead for that lousy work you done, you're crazy! Sherlock Holmes is a world-famous detective.
Detective? What we need is a detective around Clakerville.
Maybe you'd like to find out, Sheriff. Perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to play a game.
Oh, sure we love games. Just your poison.
Let's call this To Tell the Truth.
I don't like the sound of this game.
And Mom Clakerville, you'll be one contestant. And Hank Bob, you'll be another.
Well, I suppose it's all right.
Now, I'll each ask one of you a question. And whoever does answer it truthfully gets the big surprise.
What kind of surprise?
Granny, what do you have in store for our lives today?
A spell to give them hives and grip. A spell to make their intestines rip. A spell to make their headache throb. A spell to hurt their thingamabob.
Got no hope from the audience, my dear.
Now for the first question. Hank Bob, when were you born?
Well, now I guess it were August 22nd, 1882.
And Mom Clakerville, when was Hank Bob born?
Just like he says, August 22nd, 1882.
And Hank Bob, where were you born?
Well, I guess it were the hospital in Capital City. Ain't that right, Mom?
Ain't that right, Mom?
I can't remember.
What? A mother can't remember where she gave birth to her own son?
Well, heck, after 3 of them, you lose track.
It's a lie if you do remember, Mom Clakerville.
Oh, goody, goody, goody.
You stay away from me.
Come and get it, your loser's prize, and I'll reduce you down to size.
Sue, look, get her! Goodbye! We don't want to get the spell.
I have someone outside who might just refresh your memory.
What's he talking about, Mom?
Miss Administrata, you may come in. May I introduce to you Miss Cleo Administrata.
City slicker if I ever saw one.
Miss Administrata, would you mind telling everybody where you work?
Capital City Adoptions Agency.
And have you ever seen this lady before?
Oh yes, Mr. Holmes.
And her name?
Let me just check my files. Yes, here it is. Edna May Clunkhouse.
Come on, this is my class. Everybody knows it.
Sure looks like a Clakerville and acts like a Clakerville.
So she's got to be a Clakerville.
But this is Edna May Clunkhouse. We don't make mistakes.
Is that right, Mom? Are you a Clunkhouse?
Remember the spell.
It says here that Miss Clunkhouse worked for Miss Clakerville before she died giving birth to a son, Hank Bob, on August 22nd, 1882.
Is that the truth, Ma Clunkhouse?
I ain't saying nothing.
Mom, tell me it ain't true.
With her standing there holding that stuff.
Hank Bob. Mrs. Clunkhouse adopted you and assumed the identity of your real mother. This way, she could have Clakerville Manor in her power forever. Unfortunately, your impending marriage with Daisy would ruin her chances of having the manor in her power forever. After all, upon your death, Daisy would inherit everything, not Mrs. Clunkhouse.
Holmes, is there really a hound?
He's coming, he's a coming.
Oh, I'm not doing just a pigment in your imagination. I didn't have nothing to do with that. But how come the Hound was running around killing folks?
So someone could lay claims on Clakerville Manor. Charlie Clakerville inherited the manor from his father and would have lived on for many years. So he had to be eliminated. A vicious, hungry dog trained to kill did the job. Phosphorus needed to be applied to the teeth, added to the ghostly legend that already existed. The night Charlie died, he intended to meet Sadie at the Bijou Bar and Girls always. But the killer sent her a note saying that Charlie wanted to meet her here instead. I found the charred remains in the fireplace right after the murder.
What'd you miss that clue for, Cletus, you lame brain?
Gee, I didn't want to go digging through those dirty ashes.
But how'd the dog go to attack, Mr. Holmes?
The missing boots.
Unfortunately, the Burrymore sisters gave their brother a pair of Hank Ball's boots and sealed his fate.
So who did it, Mr. Holmes? Yeah, we won't have the last laugh for Buddy's sake.
The Hound was trained and owned by a long-lost Clakerville.
Miss Clakerville mentioned a long-lost cousin who had gone to Canada to live with mountain sheep. She said something about wanting to commune with nature and meditate.
Sure ain't me. I hate sheep.
Charlie actually left us the name of the long-lost cousin in his will.
Huh? Charlie didn't leave no will.
You're on there, Mom Clakerville. Charlie leaves everything to all his rightful heirs, excluding his low-down, no-good cousin Nellie, who's a disgrace to the family for cheating at the pool.
All right. Nellie, it's you? Nellie Clakerville. Then I'm a Clakerville too. You're nothing. I picked you up one day at an orphan sale. Now all of you, we're gonna have a hot time in the old house tonight. Only way I can save myself from the property is if you all burn up in a terrible fire. Nellie, you wouldn't! Such a terrible thing to happen to all the people in Clakerville. Wiped out.
And with it goes the truth.
Hasta la vista, baby. Hey, Bob! So much rainbow. Oh, hey, baby!
He was quite a catch, kiddo.
And I loved him to pieces.
You can say that again.
Looky there! Hey, Bob!
Welcome to Clakerville. Honey, I'm feeling good vibrations in this place from now on. Well now, Monsu and Lou, why don't we come down to the station and see just what